Hi, this is Gina Durst, editor at Construction Business Owner. We're here at World of Concrete with Viewpoint for project collaboration, and Jason Ward, the Senior Accounts Manager, is going to tell us about the product. Thanks, Jason.
Okay, thank you. So BIM Manager is part of the Viewpoint for Project Collaboration suite. And the whole idea about the BIM Manager product is to be able to allow all the project team members to collaborate around a BIM model. In traditional methods of using BIM, there are lots of different softwares out there. They can be very expensive, and not everybody has the softwares to be able to view the models. So the viewer within the VPC environment allows people to access that model simply using an IFC format of the model. So you can export the model, not needing the native software. You can export the IFC file from the native software and view it within our system. So what I'll do is I'll show you how we do that within the system. Okay, so within the site, you come to the site itself, and as you drill down through the various folder structures, you get to see that there are a number of files loaded into the system. Now you'll notice that these files have file extension format of IFC, and as I said, this is kind of the open standard of BIM. So within the viewer, I can come to the file itself, click View IFC file, and this is going to build out the file itself in front of us. So as you can see, it's taking the components of the model and building those out in a simple view. And once it's built out, the system's going to allow us to do various things with this model. So you can see here I'm now grabbing hold of the model, and just using my keyboard mouse, I'm manipulating the model around to show me different views and different angles of the model. Over on the right hand side I have a component list, and I can come in and turn individual or multiple components off at any time. So if I wanted to select an individual beam to be turned off, I can turn it off by unchecking the individual box. But if I want to turn off multiple items, I can just come down here and turn off all the windows, the walls for example, and the spaces. And what that's going to allow me to do is now get inside the model and see the components that are based within it. I can come down here and using my keyboard do a very quick fly through. We can also do this using a gaming joystick if you want to, but it allows you to come and get right inside the model. As I come to the model itself, I can select various components. So in this example, I'm highlighting the door, and you can see it's pulling certain information back about the door. This was all pulled down from the original Revit file, even though it's been saved as an IFC format and compressed. I can also come down to the property list down here, and it's going to allow me to select the item. And again, it pulls back various different property set information about this particular item within the model. One of the other things it allows us to do, bearing in mind this is all about collaboration, I might have a query about this door, so I might want to ask a question to one of the other project team members about this particular door. I can simply highlight the door, I can come over here to the new task area, raise a new task, and what this is going to allow me to do is raise a question or an RFI about the door. So I give it a name, let's just say door. I'm going to select a folder, I want to store this. Now when this is raised, it's going to send a notification out to the person I issue it to, but it's also going to save the RFI in our central database that allows project team members to go and see it and see the answers. So I can assign it to somebody. In this case, let's assign it to Jeff. I'm going to give it a due date, and I can also write my question, whatever that may be, in this section here. Once I've finished, I'll simply hit save, and that's going to send the notification out to the relevant person in email format, and we'll also will send them this snapshot so they can see exactly what I'm referring to within the model when I ask my question. Okay, so one of the other features that we have within here, again around the collaboration, is the ability to invite somebody to a session. So I might be looking at this model, and again I might want to ask a question or have a conversation around the model, but I don't have access to the person who's not in my office, or it might even work for a different organisation. So I can come in here and simply invite anybody I like to a session, and what that will do will generate a hyperlink. As you can see here, I'm highlighting that hyperlink. I can simply copy that hyperlink, and if I just move this screen over to the left hand side, I'm going to launch another browser. It'll open on the right hand side, simulating the fact that I've sent this hyperlink to somebody else. So when they get that hyperlink of the URL, all they do is they paste it into their browser, hit enter. It's then going to take them into a login screen. It's going to ask them to log into the system. They simply put their username and password in. And that's going to log them into the system and give them. Try that again. Okay. So with the right login, what you're going to see happening now, you're going to see an exact replication of what I have on the left-hand side. So it takes a few minutes just to build out, but as you can see, now as I'm driving my screen on the left-hand side, whoever I'm having this online meeting with immediately can see what I'm doing with this model on their screen as well. So it really does give a true instant collaboration without having to download WebEx or GoToMeeting or any of those individual clients. It's just a very, very quick way of collaborating with somebody else outside of your organization.